Story 1. The Birthday Guest. When I was 10, a clown showed up at my birthday party. We never hired one. July 1998. Small town in rural Ohio. Jamie, a quiet and imaginative 10-year-old, was having a modest birthday party in her backyard. Just family and a couple of friends. Nothing flashy. Her single mum, Lisa, worked overtime to make it feel special. Jamie had always loved clowns. Not in the creepy way, but the circus kind. She had a drawer full of clown stickers, a clown nightlight, even a bozo pillow. So when a full costumed clown appeared near the hedges, with balloons and a squeaky voice, she squealed with joy. Her mum looked confused, but smiled tightly. "Did your dad send him?" she asked. Jamie didn't know. Her dad was out of state, mostly out of touch. The clown introduced himself as Mr. Jiggs. He did simple tricks, pulled candy from his sleeves, made balloon animals. The kids clapped. He never really looked at Lisa. By the time cake was cut, Mr. Jiggs was leading the kids in the game of hide and seek. He said Jamie should hide first, since it was her birthday. She slipped into the garage, lights off. She waited. And waited. 10 minutes. No one came. When she returned to the yard, everyone was gone. Even the tablecloths were missing. Only Lisa stood there, shaking. "What the hell was that?" she snapped. "Was that a prank?" Jamie was confused. "Where is everyone?" Lisa blinked. "The party ended an hour ago. You ran off to the garage. The clown left after you did." Jamie insisted she'd only been gone 10 minutes. Lisa went pale. "Jamie, you were gone for over an hour." Later that night, Jamie heard tapping on her window. She looked. No one. Then again. Tap, tap, tap. Outside, standing near the shed, was Mr. Jiggs, holding the same balloon poodle he made for her earlier. Only it was now dripping red. Lisa called the cops. By the time they arrived, he was gone. The police asked who hired him. Lisa swore she hadn't. No one could find a booking for Mr. Jiggs anywhere in the county. He didn't appear in any of the party photos. Except one. In a group shot of the kids on the grass, Mr. Jiggs stood behind them. But his face was just a blank white oval. No features, no eyes, no mouth. Jamie never saw him again. But every birthday after that, she'd find a balloon animal on her porch. Same style, same colors. One year, it was inside the locked front door. She stopped celebrating her birthday after age 12. Even joyful things can hide unnatural darkness.
Story 2. Clown Motel, Room 109. We thought it was a joke. A motel themed entirely around clowns. But there was nothing funny about what happened in Room 109. Fall 2012. 4 college friends, Marcus, Jade, Theo, and Savannah, were road tripping across Nevada for a haunted travel vlog project. They hunted creepy, offbeat places, ghost towns, cursed rest stops, weird roadside attractions. One night, they stumbled across the infamous Clown Motel in Tonopah. A real place, covered in clown murals and stuffed with thousands of clown dolls. A horror lover's dream. The front desk clerk was an elderly man with shaky hands and a voice like gravel. He smiled too long when handing them their key. "Room 109, he said. "That one's got a lot of personality." Inside the room, faded red carpeting and dozens of clown paintings watched them from the walls. Savannah, the skeptic, laughed it off. "What, are we supposed to be scared of this Crayola crap?" That night, the tension began. First, the air grew cold, too cold. The breath fogged. The heater was on. Then came the sound of a child giggling, faint but near. They assumed it was another guest. At 2:13 a.m., Jade's camera, which had been off, started recording on its own. The footage caught a figure sitting at the end of her bed, a hunched clown with long, sagging features. She screamed. They all ran to the hallway, but the hallway was gone. The door opened into the motel lobby, except it wasn't the real one. It looked like a wax museum version, melted, twisted. All the clown dolls had blacked out eyes. One was crying blood. They ran back into the room and tried to jump out the window. There was no glass, just a brick wall behind it. Theo turned on the TV to look for help. Static. Then a home video flickered onto the screen of their room from the future. In it, the bed was bloodied. Savannah was lying there motionless. The camera zoomed in on her pale face. She blinked. In a reflection of her eye, a clown's face grinned. They finally forced the door open and bolted outside. When they looked back, the entire second floor of the motel had vanished. Room 109 didn't exist anymore. The manager was gone. The car wouldn't start. They walked 5 miles before sunrise.
Later research uncovered that a serial killer once lived in room 109 in 1997, dressing as a clown and filming his victims while they slept. The motel quietly removed the room a year later. So, how did they stay there? Some places don't exist on Naps anymore, for a reason. Curiosity can open doors that should stay shut.